Hi, and thanks everybody for coming back in. This is Jubilee process step one. So this is after you've identified your purpose. Remember, you've got to find that purpose. Go to church, we go to groups, we get our purpose. They're following our PPO plan. There's four things that I want you to keep in mind that we're gonna follow along with the companion. It's relax, understand, write, and burnish. That Gopherwood. You're gonna relax, understand, and write, and burnish. Go for it. Relax. Freedom already chose you when you accepted your divine purpose. Dedicate 20 minutes every morning or evening to setting her plate. And what is that? Burnishing that Gopherwood. Relax. Freedom already chose you. When did freedom choose you? When you chose your divine purpose, when you exercise your freedom to choose. One of the greatest teachers said, he said, there's one thing that God gave man above all the animals of the earth, and that was the ability to choose. And so you chose a divine purpose. That was your freedom. So it's already chose you. You already chose freedom. Freedom already chose you. Okay, so that's number one, relax. Freedom already chose you. She already said yes. I guarantee you she said yes already. Understand. It's the second thing. Understand two things. You're not alone. And can be a tough one. That's why we call this the companion, guys. So you're not alone. I want you to understand two things. People all around you are burnishing this Gopherwood. Understand you are not alone. And there's for two reasons. The first one is because from the blacks, the blacks are with you, okay? Let me just call it what it is. And that's because African slavery was transferred to America's criminal justice system. So many African Americans have never seen real freedom. Black Americans were quickly labeled criminals under America's black codes and other laws, and the criminal conviction put them back in slavery through the criminal justice system. This was the compromise under the 13th Amendment in the Civil War. So understand that first, you are not alone. And I'm speaking now to my white brothers and sisters. You're not alone, okay? So this is very important because a lot of people don't understand our white brothers and sisters didn't blow up a church. They stormed the Capitol. And I think that that's an important distinction to make because there's something that they're upset about that affects everybody. And that's number two. So remember, you're not alone. Black people have been, African Americans, we have been saying this for years that the justice system was a slavery system. But here's the second reason. Black people, and I'm talking to my brothers and sisters. Second, understand this. Our white brothers and sisters, okay, are just experiencing the same generational slavery that we experienced, that African Americans experience and that complain about. They're just experiencing it. Okay, in 2025, 1/3 of the nation, regardless of your color, your political party, your race, your gender, whether you're rich or undocumented or none of the above, it doesn't matter. They're all in that number, that 100 million. If all black people in the country had a criminal record, okay, it still wouldn't even amount to the other 60 million. There's only 41 million people in the that are black, okay, in the United States or so, give or take. If every black person had a criminal record, the other 60 million are white, and it's still slavery. So it doesn't really matter that they may live a little bit better than you or me, if that's what you want to say. The problem is that those that are just as impacted are all in the same slave system. And so when the undocumented folks are coming in and we're running around immigration, that really doesn't matter because they're surviving on this underworld of the 100 million who are slaves too, who have been working because they can't get free from their criminal records from the slavery system. So I don't want to go too deep in that, but understand you are not alone. Blacks, you are with the whites, and whites, you are with the blacks, and all of us are in the same system, in the same boat. And it's the number of people that are in the slavery justice system is growing, okay? Okay, so relax, you found your purpose, freedom already chose you, that's your girl. Understand, blacks, the whites are in it, whites, the blacks are in it, relax. Now, write, fantasize, imagine, and dream about her. the freedom. Make a written description of her. Continue to set her plate. Fantasize, dream, imagine, describe the love of your life in as much detail as you possibly can. What is that perfect love of your life? What is her name? Okay, what is that? And some of you all may already know that, but that's what the Gopherwood is. Okay, so that's number 4. Burnish the Gopherwood, because it's going to help you get started. Because there may have been some past situations in life that are a little difficult, okay? And that's why I think that it was important to have a companion guide with coming off of this justice system in a very soft, and you got to smooth out the process, is what I'm saying. And I just think there's a lot of trauma, and people don't want to have faith, and they don't want to believe again, and they've been hurt and loved too much. So you might need a little burnish. You might need a burnish to Gopherwood to get you back going if you've been heartbroken before, and you've seen that heartbreak. And so this is giving you a chance to start over, but this time fantasize, imagine, dream, write about her, continue to set her plate. Okay, so this is the first part of the Jubilee process, called companion guide. So relax. Okay, Freedom already told you. She said yes. He said yes. Don't worry about it. He loves you too. Understand, you are not alone. Okay, black people love people. White people love people. They all got people in something they love. Okay, remember this: love trumps all. If President Biden didn't teach anybody anything, it's that love trumps all. Okay? Third, remember, write. You got to write this out. If you don't write it, it's not, you got to continue to set her plate. Get that every day. Okay? Continue to set her plate. Write this out. Write her out. Keep writing her. And then burnish the Gopherwood on those nights that you just don't want to. Just get a little Gopherwood in you now. Okay? And just listen. Remember, repetition is the first law of learning. Listen to this over and over again till you can quote along with every error that I've said, every time I went back and forth, every stumble, until you can quote with me. Okay? I want you to burnish this under the first law of learning, repetition. Repetition is the first law of learning. Repeat this over and over again.